With 2 weeks remaining in the legislative session, lawmakers continue to discuss and debate legislative proposals. The Missouri Senate put its stamp of approval on legislation aiming to help the state's small businesses. House Bill 1870 extends the state's Big Government Get Off My Back Act for 5 more years. The program provides tax relief for the state's small businesses. The legislation also aims to limit new regulations and increased user fees for the state's small businesses.
These are things that I think are just very important for small business so that it's not an overburdensome regulatory environment. And it also gives incentives for small businesses that provide quality jobs. They pay over half of the average wage of the county, and they also provide health insurance. So just really glad to get this bill passed.
Lawmakers approved the measure by a vote of 27-4 and sent it back to the Missouri House of Representatives for further consideration. Lawmakers approved legislation aiming to shine light on suicide in Missouri. Senate Concurrent Resolution 50 establishes September as Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. In 2013, suicide was the second leading cause of death among young adults. For one supporter, September plays an important role in raising awareness.
This resolution, by noting that in September, when most of our kids are back in school, when pressures tend to mount, that this will be there to remind us that we need to look out for each other.
Lawmakers passed the resolution without any opposition and sent it to the Missouri House for consideration. With 2 weeks remaining in the legislative session, lawmakers are now in a race against time to make sure their priorities are truly agreed and finally passed. In the eyes of the Senate's majority floor leader, there are still several proposals the legislature needs to address.
The top thing at my to-do list would be photo ID. But a close 1A is the energy infrastructure issues. We've been talking about that in the building in the 6 years that I've been here. It is an economic development tool that we probably have as close to anything we've got going this year as far as infrastructure development in our state.
The 2016 legislative session wraps up Friday, May 13th at 6 p.m. Reporting from the state capitol, I'm Jonathan Lorenz.